Meet Daniel from the US, an environmentalist who went viral for his incredible cleanup. His mission has taken him all around the US, proving that there's no mess too big. It's challenging work, but as Daniel plows through the trash, he aims to let the world know we can do better. This is his story.
It's really frustrating to see how much people litter and where it all ends up. What a lot of people don't realize is that the trash that we throw out our car windows floats into a stream and then ends up into lakes and eventually into the ocean. So when people litter and think that it kind of disappears, they assume that someone has cleaned it up, but in reality, a lot of times the rainwater has just caused it to float somewhere else. When I think about doing a cleanup, I think about it as a way of kind of like restoring nature to its sacred beauty, kind of to its natural beauty.
Big-scale cleanups are hard and sometimes lonely work. Although Daniel has faced testing times, he knows it's worth it in the end. Making a start, of course, is always the hardest part.
I mean, I'm spending my personal time to do something like this. And so it's apparent to me that if people didn't litter, then I wouldn't be doing it. I wouldn't have to be doing it. But what happens is really kind of magical is that when you're out there doing something like this, people come up to you and they commend you for what you're doing, or they'll join in.
One of the videos that went viral was of Daniel cleaning up a stream filled with bottles. The video shows him over the course of 3 weeks removing trash from the site. Daniel's aim was to motivate and inspire his community to take an interest in keeping the world clean.
I took it upon myself to clean up that stream as best as I could over the course of a few weeks. And I posted a couple videos about it on TikTok, and they went viral, and I got a lot of support from a lot of different people for what I was doing.
In this job, there'll always be stuff you'd rather not touch. And Daniel has a few stories to tell, proving that there's no such thing as cleanliness until the task is done.
The worst ever, I think, was there was this one park, and behind these certain trees in the park, someone had literally been throwing baby diapers in the same spot. There was like a pile of like 60 of them. That's the worst. That was the grossest thing that I've ever come in contact with.
Plastic is one of the main destroyers of our environment, and Daniel wants to raise awareness of the effects it has on our planet. His travels had led him to places where plastic has fossilized and become part of the natural terrain. But he also wants people to understand how we can minimize our plastic usage.
I want to show you guys what I did today. My best friend and I cleaned up a ton of trash. I mean, it might be a literal ton of trash. And I can't help but think about how great it would be if a lot of people did this, and how much nicer we could make the planet. So, yeah, that's it. If you want to see more, it's like, yeah, it was a ton of trash. But one thing that I think depresses me the most is seeing how plastic has made its way into kind of like our geologic formations. There's a new type of rock called a plastic glomerate that is now in geography textbooks, that is a combination of lava rock and plastic debris from beaches. So we are permanently fossilizing plastic to exist for millennia on the planet.
Daniel has plans to expand his cleanups worldwide. He'd like to connect with others so that wherever he goes, he's with a team. Daniel will also continue to talk in schools, encouraging the youth to take care of the environment, which is pretty cool.
My life kind of goal would be to be able to do these cleanups where I travel to a new place like every day or every week, and I just make a very short kind of vlog about my cleanup for the day or my progress throughout the weeks, and just so that people can see all of the places that are cleaned up and then kind of see how much is possible, and like hopefully like inspire other people to do something similar.
Tell us what you think of Daniel's environmental mission and let us know in the comments.
Basically, I'm gonna clean this whole thing up tomorrow.